Hello, scholarly inquiry learners. Welcome to the course. I know that as we begin, some of you may have some questions about APA citation, particularly within our first few modules. I put together a brief PowerPoint just to give you some tips on APA. As we look at Module 1, remember that APA requirements are needed for our discussion board postings. Please support your discussion posting with scholarly sources. There is no minimum requirement. You can use one, you can use 3 or more. For the discussion board postings, you may want to consider potential sources such as your course textbook, the Shapiro Library for scholarly literature searches, or scholarly websites. Just be cautious when using web resources that you are assessing them for scholarship and validity, that they're not just something that anybody could market and put out there for your use. Required in-text citation and reference lists are a required component of all discussion board postings. When we speak about in-text citation, this is when we give credit for the original idea to the author and area where this work was originally published. This is done by including the author's last name and the year of publication. For example, let's say I wrote an article about students using APA and how they progressed in their ability as they had gained more practice with using APA style. One example of an in-text citation might be, Chrisman, 2016, found that students progressed in their ability to successfully implement APA style throughout the term. You can see the last name of the author and the year of publication. Another way of stating this in-text citation may be at the conclusion of your citation. As students advance through the term, they progressed in their ability to successfully implement APA style. Chrisman, 2016. Both of these in-text citations are appropriate examples of APA formatting. One area where I often see students get a bit off track is with the use of direct quotations. In your scholarly writing, you are able to use direct quotations. However, if doing so, you must include a page or paragraph number for your source. So for instance, if I'm taking something directly from my author's work, word for word, I would need to appropriately credit the author with the page or paragraph number in which they stated that thought. According to Chrisman, 2016, comma, quotation mark, students often feared using APA style, comma, but progressed in their ability throughout the term, end quotation, then parentheses, page number 2, parentheses, period. This style or format is the correct way you would state a direct quotation in your scholarly writing. In regards to your reference list, I know that Blackboard can be a bit challenging to work with indentation. Don't worry about indentation in Blackboard. Rather, when constructing your reference list, you will list your references in alphabetical order by the author's last name. Some examples of the way you would cite in your reference list. If your work is coming from a periodical, you would do the author, last name, first 2 initials, last name of the second author, first 2 initials, and so forth. The year of publication, the title of the article, the title of the periodical in italics, the volume number in italics, the issue number in parentheses but non-italicized, and the pages of the article. Just a quick note, the title of the article is only capitalized with the proper first word of the title. In contrast, an online periodical is cited in the reference list in a very similar way. However, you would also include a retrieval address from where you accessed that article. Finally, one thing to note in regards to reference list, you may want to consult your APA publication manual if you are using your course text for citation. Within our course text, we're often dealing with edited books. So therefore, you may be citing a part of the book rather than the whole book itself. So make sure that you're familiar with this type of citation. In this citation, you would give the author and of the chapter, year of publication, the title of the chapter, and then the book information with the title of the book and the pages of the chapter. When you're focusing in on the pages of the chapter, you will utilize a PP for the range of pages of each chapter. A few writing resources that I would like to offer you. As you progress in your scholarly writing, it's important to recognize that oftentimes this is a work in progress. We don't expect anyone to be an expert right out of the gate, particularly in your first course. There are a multitude of resources available to you to help with your online writing. One resource that I particularly enjoy is the Purdue Online Writing Lab. If you navigate to this resource, you can see that you can scroll through and look for a plethora of information in regards to APA style. So if I want to understand the basics of in-text citation, I can navigate to a basics page, and it describes just the common things I need to know about the basics of APA citation. If I want to figure out a way to do a reference list for a book, I can navigate to this page, and it will give me examples of how to format my reference list for books. Another excellent resource that you may wish to consider is the Shapiro Library. The Shapiro Library is not only a great place to do scholarly literature searches, but it also has excellent information on APA style basics. If we navigate to the Shapiro Library, you will see as you log in, you can go to the quick link Citing Your Sources. The Citing Your Sources will take you right to the reference page in regards to different types of styles of writing. We will be writing APA style, so you can select APA style basics. And once again, you have a variety of resources available here. The last resource that I would like to mention to you is the Online Writing Center. The Online Writing Center here at SNHU also has a variety of resources that you may wish to utilize in order to get feedback on and progress your scholarly writing. If we are within our course website and we navigate to Course Tools on the far left side, we can scroll down and access the Online Writing Center. As you can see here, you can submit a paper and receive feedback on a paper, typically within 48 hours. You can also schedule a one-on-one session with a writing coach. So if you want a little more personalized feedback and a little more interactive feedback, you can have an appointment to go over some concerns about your writing. If you wish to more directly access the whole Online Writing Center, if you log in under I had to find it there, College of Online and Continuing Education, navigate down to the Writing Center. It will take you to the full Writing Center page. Research and Citations has a tab unto itself. And once again, select APA, and there's a variety of resources for you available as this page comes through. So just wanted to let you guys know about those resources as you're getting started this week with your writing. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns.